Hello everyone, today's video is going to be a review of these nail art brushes that I got on Wish and also just a little nail art video. This set comes with 3 brushes. Handles are like a clear acrylic with purple and green glitters inside. Now these cost me $4 New Zealand dollars, which I believe is around $2.50 US, and the shipping was $1 New Zealand dollar, which is about 60 cents US. I ordered these on the 7th of April and they arrived on the 23rd of April. I was imagining that the shipping would take a little bit longer, but they actually arrived fairly quickly. I ordered quite a few things and these were the first to arrive. Now I did just go on to Wish and check this listing and the price seems to have gone up to $15 for a set of 3 brushes, which is a little bit more than what I paid. Well, a lot more than what I paid. That's 15 New Zealand dollars. So I will link these brushes in the description, but I'll also link similar ones that are a cheaper price. So we're going to test out if these are any good, but let me open the packet and we'll have a closer look. So you can see the glitter there in the handle. Always nice to have a pretty brush. I have a lot of this style of brush. This one has pearls inside. This one here with the rhinestones inside. I do like these, and these are also really affordable. I think I have a video on a brush like this one, which I'll link in the description. But these feel a little bit cheaper than those. They're a little bit lighter, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but they are lighter feeling than those metal ones. So this is the short brush. It'll have a protector on. And we've got this one here. This one's just a tiny bit longer. I'll compare it to the shorter one. Next one is a longer one. And whilst it is longer, it's not hugely long. We've got this one here, which I've actually trimmed down myself, but that is a lot longer. Got short, medium and long. All the handles are the same length. And this is quite a good set of lengths to do any nail art. Stay tuned if you want to see how these work out. I am going to be using them with both gel polish and a gel paint. I will start by giving them a little clean with isopropyl alcohol to clean out any packing product that's in the bristles. I have got on 3 coats of this Bluesky gel polish, Sea Spray or 7341. Can't say I recommend this colour. 3 coats and it doesn't look too bad on camera, but it's quite patchy in person. I'm just going to start by applying glitter to certain parts of my nail. So to do that I need to remove the tacky layer off the entire nail. Now this is probably going to be difficult to see, but I'm going to take the longer of the 3 brushes and I'm taking some top coat. I'm just taking that brush and kind of twisting it through so that the whole brush is coated in polish, and this is the same technique that I use for any time I use a brush. I twist so that all of the bristles are nice and coated and I've got a nice coating of gel on my brush. I'm going to pick a side and do a third of the nail. You want to make sure that you don't have too much product on your brush. And then I'm just going to start at the cuticle and drag that straight down. I am also slightly lifting my finger. Then once I've got that line placed, take the shortest of the brushes and I'm going to load that up with gel top coat. I'm just going to fill in the entire side. You could do this with a coloured gel, but I don't want to change the colour of my glitter too much. So I'm just going to use clear gel top coat. This is obviously hard to see, but I hope that you can see, the shiny part versus the not shiny part. Make sure that you've got that all the way to the edge. And then I'm going to pop that into my UV light and cure it for 30 seconds. I should mention this is a tacky top coat. So once that has cured, we're going to take Magpie Glitter Alice. It's a gorgeous, I think it's holographic, it's hard to tell. I'm going to take that on a little brush. I'm just going to press that on to the tacky. Doesn't matter if I press it over the line because we didn't put any gel over there, so it's not sticky. Make sure I pop that into the edges. Dust off the excess with this brush. Just going to take a bigger fluffy brush to dust off more excess. Then I'm going to take a, what do you call these things? A silicone tool, and I'm going to push the glitter over off the nail. I'm not too worried about this being perfect because I am going to finish off this line with a detailed line. I'm also going to take a dotting tool and just remove any glitter that is stuck in the cuticle. Then I will take my clear top coat again, just from the bottle. I'm going to coat that, just a thin layer, because we don't want to add too much bulk to the nail. And before I cure that, I'm just going to grab the little bits of glitter that are not supposed to be there. If you'd like to see an in-depth video making shapes with glitter, I will leave that linked in the cards and in the description. And I'm going to cure that and repeat the process on my other nails as well. So I did all of the rest of the nails at the same time, and I forgot that I had already put a top coat on this one, and I've brushed glitter onto it. So don't do that. If you've got a tacky layer, be extra careful that you don't get more glitter on it. But because this has fully cured, I can just take my isopropyl alcohol and I can wipe off the tacky layer, and that'll get rid of any glitter that has stuck to it. And then I'll just give that a buff before we move on to the next step. You can also see on this nail here, the glitter is stuck at the cuticle, and that's because when I wiped the tacky layer off the blue polish, I didn't wipe it enough. But we can get rid of that either carefully with an isopropyl alcohol wipe. You do want to be careful because otherwise you'll take it off your detail area as well. And then just go in and get any extras with your tiny dotting tool or a silicone tool, whatever you like to use. So just for the sake of making them all the same, I'm going to buff them all and work on a buffed top coat, but you could work on top of a tacky layer if you prefer. If you are having trouble with your polish lines moving, then you can just buff your top coat and work on a matte top coat. I'm taking some of this Bluesky gel polish A93 onto my palette. I'm going to use the smallest brush. I'm just going to paint some stars. Maybe I need a darker colour. We'll try this one to start with. Can you even see that? You know what? Give me a second. We're going to go for a darker colour. I don't actually have a darker colour, so I'm just going to mix in some of this 80539 from Bluesky. It's in a shimmery navy colour. So these are just gel polishes, they're not gel paints. They're not going to draw as perfect as a gel paint would, but they'll give us an idea of how the brush works with just gel polish. I am also going to outline these with a gel paint so we can see how the gel paint works. That's not bad with just gel polish. I prefer to do my stars with gel paint. My main issue with gel polish for art is that it's not as pigmented as I'd like it to be, and I need to do like a couple more coats, and I don't want to have to do multiple coats. Oop, I've got too much on my brush. I'll just try and spread this out. I don't mind these. Not bad at all. I'm just going to flash cure that and then I'll do some more stars. Now I'm going to take my gel play that is covered in glitter. This is a white gel paint from Akzentz. I'm going to use the medium length brush and I'm going to outline the stars. Please keep in mind that you are zoomed in super close, so you probably have a better view of this than I do. I swear you can see stuff on the camera that I cannot see in real life. I suppose I don't have zoom vision. Now because I got a bit of hair in this white here on this one, and I had to muck that up, I'm just going to go back in with the blue star colour and try to neaten that up a little bit, and maybe I'll just put that anywhere else I feel like needs it. Now taking the longest brush again, and I'm going to coat that in the same gel paint, and I'm going to dry and edge the glitter. I didn't really have enough product on my brush, so we're gonna have to do another pass. Unfortunately, that star is a little bit close to where I'm trying to go. So this star here was in my way, so this is not the best line I've ever done. I'm gonna do the same again on here. Again, I don't have enough product on my brush. Quite a nice line. I want to thicken it up a little bit up here. Just trying to cover up that glitter a little bit. Just going to do some more lines so I can test it out and see how I feel about it. Did I just smudge that? You know what? That's good enough. I'll just give these a top coat and then I'll give you my final thoughts. My final thoughts are, these are really great brushes. I probably should have used the shorter bristle one to outline the stars, but I really wanted to use all three sizes to see how they went. But I think they all went pretty well. I have unintentionally ended up with some almost patriotic nails. Unfortunately, I smudged this line and at that point I couldn't be bothered fixing it. I think any imperfections are just down to my lack of ability. If you've come over to this video from any of my recent videos, you may notice I've changed my nail shape. I did record that. Yes, I have a video all about how I shaped these and how I applied builder gel to them. Overall, I really like these brushes. I definitely think they're worth the money. I'll leave them linked in the description. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for liking and subscribing, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.